Hey everyone, this is Gene with the Fastway team, and in this video we're going to take a quick look at dispatching for mobile. We do have a separate video that goes over Fastway dispatching for web, and you'll probably want to watch that one first, actually, as all of that dispatching setup needs to be done here from the web portal. So I'll just include a link to that in the description of this video. And you can also find it by checking out the dispatching help articles that we have on our knowledge base. You can access our knowledge base here by just clicking this little question mark at the top right of your web portal, or you can go to tackinsight.com/help. There's many ways to find it, and once you get there, just search for dispatching, and you'll find our creating and managing dispatches article. Just click on that, and you'll find the video there for dispatching for web, and it kind of goes over the full setup of dispatching. Okay, so dispatching for mobile. Let me just bring up my remote mobile viewer here so you can kind of follow along on my smartphone. So this is the in-cab mobile app for your drivers, which can be used alongside dispatching for web. And with the mobile app, your drivers can print, receive, or even just track tickets for their own deliveries. They'll receive dispatching notifications on the app, delivery location mapping, and it also unlocks all of our advanced GPS tracking features that you can find here on the dispatching for web. So you can actually locate and track all of your truck activity live from the web portal. So before we dive into the mobile app, let's just take a quick look at how some of those driver notifications actually work. If we open up the dispatching dashboard on the web portal, we already know that we can send SMS text alerts to any drivers assigned to a dispatch. So example here, just go to actions and click alert, and we'll just send just a text message here, and it should go straight to the driver's phone. But drivers will also get a handy notification whenever their truck is added to a dispatch. So we're just going to start by editing this dispatch down here. And to add a new truck, we're going to just click add trucks here. And I'm going to choose the truck that's assigned to the Mean Gene driver name, which is hooked up to my phone. If you want to learn a little bit more about that setup process, you'll need to watch that dispatching for web video. All right, so for this, we're just going to go ahead and click the checkbox here. We're going to hit save. So now that DAL 33 truck has been added to this dispatch, and I'm going to get a notification on the mobile app. So I'm going to jump back down to the mobile app, and we'll see here if we just pull down from the top here that we've got a couple of notifications. So this is the original text notification that I got, and then we've also got a notification from the app itself down here that shows us that we've been added to a dispatch. Now, if you're out in the field, you might need to actively check and see if you've got more dispatches, especially if you're working on a pretty slow internet connection. So you can do that here by hitting the sync button anytime, and it's going to update any dispatches that your truck should be on. Now, since we've been added to this new dispatch here, this order number 678, we're going to go ahead and clock in. So we've shown up for the job. We're ready to start hauling. So let's go ahead and clock in our truck. And to start hauling on this dispatch is as simple as just tapping it on the home screen there. And we're going to click Start Hauling. Now, real quick, before we actually pick up our load here, we're going to go take a look at this dispatch on the web portal. This would be the area that your office folks or the folks that are running your dispatching would see here on the portal. So going back to that same dispatch that we edited, I just want to take a look at the ticket type here. So we'll see that the ticket type assigned to this particular dispatch is Fastway POD, which stands for proof of delivery. So this is going to be instead of printing a brand new ticket, at the mobile app, your driver is actually going to scan and receive a ticket as a proof of delivery. Okay, so we're going to jump right back. And we're going to go ahead and pick up our load. And now we're en route. So as we're en route, we're just going to be driving. So this screen is going to stay like this until you show up at your job site. And once you've arrived, you're going to hit the Deliver Load button. And this is where it's going to ask you to scan the ticket. And I've actually printed off a test ticket here. So we're going to go ahead and scan this ticket on my phone. Okay. And then you're going to click yes. All right. So now we can see that now this pickup load button is highlighted again. So now we can go ahead and pick up our next load. Now, we do have one other very handy tool on this screen that I would like to go over with you. If you're not sure where your next pickup is, you can actually navigate to it by clicking this Navigate Pickup button. And it's going to open, in my case, Google Maps or whatever the default mapping program on your phone is going to be or on your tablet. And it's going to show you exactly where to go to pick up that load, and you can click Start. And actually navigate to it with your own GPS. The other button works the same way, except in this case, you're going to want to go see where do I deliver the load. So in that case, you're going to click Navigate Destination. We're going to exit this other navigation we were doing, and it's going to show me where the load is supposed to go. So that's pretty nice if you're not exactly sure where it is you're supposed to be driving. Okay, one thing to note, before we can actually exit this dispatch and try another one, we actually need to stop hauling on this dispatch before we can begin hauling on another. And that's really just to keep the system nice and organized. So if you're already hauling on a particular dispatch and you go back and you try to choose another one, it's going to not respond because it's telling you, hey, like you actually have to stop hauling on the one that you're doing right now. So we're going to click that stop hauling button. And we're just going to go back. Now we can begin on our next dispatch. So the next dispatch type I want to go over with you is one where you actually create your own ticket. So I'm going to go back to the web portal to show you this, and we're going to exit this dispatch that we were editing. Go ahead and hit save and close. And we're going to go over and edit this dispatch for 3/8 pea gravel here. So I'm going to just click edit. And let's check out this ticket type here. You'll see that we offer quite a few different ticket types to use with the mobile app, and it kind of depends on how you run your business and what your particular needs are. For example, a minute ago, we went over a proof of delivery ticket type, and that's the one where we actually scanned a ticket to do the proof of delivery. You can also create at pickup or create at delivery. This one here is set to create at delivery, which essentially just means that the driver, upon delivering the product, is going to print a ticket from their truck. You can actually put a small receipt printer or something similar in the cab of the truck, hook it up to our dispatching mobile app, and print the ticket on the spot. You can also receive tickets from an outside source, either at pickup or delivery. And for those, you're going to need to know the ticket number so you can actually put that in. And finally, you can track by load count only. And in that case, you don't print any tickets, you don't receive any tickets. It literally just, tracks the fact that the load was delivered. So since this one is created delivery, I'm going to show you how you can actually print a ticket from the cab of your truck. So let's go back to our mobile app. And we'll go to our 678 dispatch here, which is for the 3/8 pea gravel. And we'll click Start Hauling. So once again, if you need to navigate to the pickup, you can pull up your map here. We're just going to click the Pickup Load button. And we're driving along, and then finally we arrive, and we're going to deliver that load. And you'll see that the screen looks different from the other one that we were working with before, because this time we're actually going to create our ticket from the cab. So here we've got a field where we can put in a note. I'm just going to write test note. And that note is going to print on the ticket, so if you need any extra information, you can put that there. And then we also have the quantity field, and so in this case, I'll put 26.5 tons. If you'd like, you can even add an image. You can add an image of the truck or something else in the plant that's pertinent to the delivery. I'm actually going to skip this part since I'm not in a real plant. I'm just hanging out at the office showing you the app, so I'm going to skip that. And we're just going to click Create Load Ticket. And here's our ticket preview. Now I'm on my mobile phone and I don't have an actual printer hooked up. So for my phone, it's asking me to save as a PDF. If I had a real receipt printer hooked up to the app, we would see that in this list here. You'd be able to choose your printer and print your ticket. And then now that we're done, we can either pick up our next load or we can stop hauling on this dispatch. And revisiting this dispatch home screen, again, if you need to check for new dispatches or if you think you might have a new one but they haven't come through yet, you can always hit that sync button. And any of your notifications are going to show up right here. You can also clear these out and just start fresh. Now, before we clock out, I actually want to show you one situation that does happen sometimes. So let's say we start hauling on a dispatch. And we go to click the pickup load button, but for whatever reason, we realize we're not actually going to pick up this load right now, and we clicked on the wrong one, and we need to go to a different dispatch. Now, because we're already hauling on that dispatch, it's not going to let us choose a different one until we complete the process. So let's go back in. You'll notice that after you've clicked that pickup load button, you do see a button down here that says cancel load, and that allows you to just back out. So we'll click that. And then once we've canceled the load, it'll allow us to stop hauling. And now you can go back and pick the dispatch that you originally meant to. And that's pretty much it for the app. Once you're done dispatching for the day, you can go clock out. Let's take a look at how the GPS mobile data plays into the web portal with dispatching for web. So we're going to go down and open the web portal here, back to the dashboard. And we're going to go up to dispatching, and then we're going to click on live tracking. Now, live tracking is going to show you where your trucks are right now at this moment. And since my truck, DAL33, is currently clocked in, we can see that that is the only truck on the map. But if you want to get a deeper look at kind of what's been going on with your dispatches all day, you're going to want to go to Dispatching Tracking Query. This actually shows you a history of all your GPS tracking, and then you can map those results. So you can essentially track a truck's journey through the dispatch. To do that, we're going to narrow it down to one truck so you don't have to see all of our testing data for the last week. So I'm going to go down to Steve 1, and I'm just going to pull the date back for yesterday and today. And rather than just looking at Steve's last position, we're going to look at all of his truck's positions. Okay, and now we're just going to click Query. Once the results are in, we're going to map them so we can see a map of what this looks like. So we'll see here, this is where our office is in downtown Knoxville, so we can see all the testing data that Steve has been doing with his truck. And you'll notice that there's a lot of different types of icons here, different colors, different pictures, and we're going to go through what each of those mean. So to zoom in just a little bit so we can kind of see the difference between these, we'll see that he started hauling at this point. The little green icon this is where they've clocked in and started hauling on this dispatch. Okay. And then any little regular points you see that are just little blue pinpoints, that's just the truck's position. So you'll see as he moved, it's clocking his position every 4 or 5 minutes. Now, once he got to the pickup point, he actually picked up the load here. Okay. So this little icon indicates pickup. And then if we follow along, we'll see where he delivered. And that's our little check mark, which indicates delivery. And then eventually he made his way back over to the office, probably just on foot for us, realistically. And he clocked out here, so you can see where he stopped hauling. Now, for your actual trucks, it's going to cover a much larger area because your trucks are probably going to be driving across town to do these deliveries. So you'll see way more kind of stretched out pinpoints all across the map, and you'll see a lot more of these little blue pinpoints that indicate position. So you can really track the specific route that they took to the delivery point. So that's kind of a quick overview on our Dispatching for Web mobile app. If you're interested in adding the mobile trucker apps to your subscription, you can do that by just going to our website. You can go to fast-way.com or you can go to tachinsight.com. They both go to the same place. You can either go to contact us. You can also get there by going to support. And from there, you can get in touch and shoot us an email or give us a call and let us know you'd like to add that to your subscription.